This is Woodland Lake at Coking Farm. My favourite venue. This is peg 1. As you can see, got the island in front of you. Nice lily beds. It's one of the deeper pegs on the lake. It can be very, very good. Here we are, peg 2. Again, you've got the island. A very good peg again. Shares the point with peg 3. There's a bit of open water and the second island. Very popular pegs, these two. Nice social peg. This is peg 3 proper. At the point of the island and down the channel towards peg 4. Well, here we are at peg 4. Down the channel, the island in front of you. Basically you have the island and you have margins. And you can see it's a very private, enclosed peg. The noise you hear is from the local airfield. You get a lot of airplanes and helicopters. The air ambulance is based here as well. So there's always quite a lot of air traffic. But this is actually on part of the old Henstridge airfield. Peg 5. Very similar to peg 4. The island looking down into the bottom bay. Been a bit quiet here because Craig's asleep in his bivvy. Can be a good peg. Right down the bottom in the bottom bay, shallow end of the lake, is peg 6. You've got the point of the island over there. And coming round to this bottom bay. You don't have it to yourself. 7 and 8 sort of share it as well. Really margin pegs these are. This is the peg that in the Sturcart clan's first match, Torson came out to Clint at just over the £30 mark. This is the other side of the bay, down in peg 7. Again, mostly margin, but you have got to chuck to the island if there's nobody on 8. Well, here we are, peg 8. We're leaving the bay now. Clump of lilies in the margins and the island shut. Coming back the other side, up the other arm. This is the peg where Colin Davidson from the Anglers Mail had Rosie from. First time out at 30 that he named it. A lot of big fish come out of this one. And peg 9, no fish 9 as it's sometimes called. It's not really a no fish peg. Some good fish come out of here. It is a very, very tight, intimate channel. You have the margins and you have the island. Margot's PB came out of this one, £17. Pays in this one to bivvy up right back out of the way, because otherwise you're sitting right on top of your fishing line. Peg 11. No, I haven't missed 10 out. There isn't a peg 10 on here. I think it was a bit tight, so it was taken out. This can be a very good peg. You've got the point of the island. You've got lovely reedy margins and loads of open water. One of my favourite pegs in the winter when nobody's on here, because you can chuck as far as you like down into the other pegs. Well, this one's peg 12. Probably the most fished peg on the whole lake. This is where Dave Bowden had the scar at the lake record weight, up in the 30s, 34 something I think it was, and Rosie in the same session, 230s. The scar incidentally hasn't been out since then, and that was 18 months ago. I'd love to see what that one goes now. Very, very popular peg, very good peg, lots of options, margins, open water, and a reasonable chuck to the island. Lovely peg, this one. One of my favourites, this one, peg 13. Fish this one quite a lot. You've got lots of margins, lovely chuck to the island with a bush there that you can cast either side of, and if nobody else is about you can cast down into the bay or even put one right down into peg 1. Cover a lot of water from this one in the winter when nobody's on here. Peg 14, what can I say about peg 14? If there was only one peg I could fish, it'd be this one. You've got a beautiful bay in the island, loads of margins, loads of scope. When nobody else is on, you can chuck just about anywhere down this end. It's the deeper end of the lake as well. Holds a little bit of affection for me because it's where my PB, my 2715 came from on the session when I chopped the end off my finger in my chair. I wouldn't mind catching a fish again, but I certainly don't want to lose another finger. Lovely peg, this one. Well, there we are. Circuit of the lake's completed. This one's peg 15. My home for the weekend. As you can see, you've got the island in front of you. Marginal lilies, loads of reeds. And it's the only true double peg on the lake. Shares with 16. When 16's in, 1 isn't, and vice versa. So 16, which is where Margot's going to be fishing tonight, has the whole of this bay, and in front of peg 1. There's a very inviting reed bed over there. Clumps of lilies. And also a nice piece of open water over towards peg 2. As you can tell, I love this lake. It's just such a wonderful place to be. It's really well established. It's hard fishing, but the rewards are great. There's multiple 30-pounders in here. The Scar could possibly do 40 this winter. And every fish is really, really pretty. Woodland Lake, Coking Farm Fishery.